From the station with the most local news, Fox 17 News at 4 starts right now.
First at 4, several law firms joining forces asking Governor Whitmer to track artificial intelligence used by state agencies.
It comes after the state's unemployment system wrongfully accused 40,000 innocent people of fraud. Of course, it was a story broken by Fox 17 problem solver Darren Cunningham, who joins us now with what these firms would like to see. Darren?
Derek Janis, attorneys from 3 Detroit area law firms want the governor to create a task force that monitors AI, artificial intelligence, or computer systems that make decisions independent of human beings, considering the debacle that happened with that kind of system now several years ago.
The out-of-state corporations that designed this system held themselves out to be experts and guaranteed that their system would be compliant with federal law and federal regulations and state law and state regulations. When they designed this system, it complied with neither.
Attorneys representing clients wronged by the unemployment fraud debacle met this morning in Detroit, stating 2 lawsuits are still ongoing several years later. The Fox 17 problem solvers uncovered that issue in 2015, which involved artificial intelligence determining cases of fraud without human intervention. Thousands were wrongfully accused and forced to pay thousands of dollars each. And while the work to right those wrongs continues, these attorneys want more.
In addition to fighting for an end to this false fraud debacle, we are also calling on Governor Gretchen Whitmer to establish an independent, nonpartisan task force to make sure that these systems are vetted in advance of being implemented. It will take a new vision for the use of artificial intelligence in the state of Michigan to make sure it's unbiased, to make sure that it's fair, to make sure that it works, and most importantly, to make sure that no one is ever harmed by one of these systems again.
U of M researcher Christian Sandvig says several government agencies are using some form of artificial intelligence and says it should be kept in mind that vendors who create these imperfect computer systems are out to make money, which is why it's on the government to make sure people are protected.
When we buy our computer systems from a private company that says you can't read the instructions that the computer is following because these instructions are a trade secret or there are intellectual property, the result of that is that as citizens we have a government that is effectively out of control and invisible because its decisions have been outsourced.
Now, the lawsuits are still pending after all these years, but so far the state has refunded more than $20 million to people who've been wrongfully accused of unemployment fraud because of that computer system. Now, I did reach out to the governor's office on the request, the idea of creating such a task force. The press secretary chose not to provide one.
Sure. It seems like they righted a wrong, but they're trying to take the next step now and prevent anything again from ever happening like this, it sounds like.
Exactly, in any department that's using a computer system.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
You can ask
Extra checks and balances there. Darren, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, if there's something you'd like Darren to look into, you can always send an email to problemsolvers@fox17online.com. You can also join our Problem Solvers Facebook group right now as well.
This